So, without a doubt, the biggest name this week was not an actor or a singer or even a real name at all. It was the Tuah girl.
In America, 78.4 million people have been added and eligible now for the Army draft. 18 through 26, male or female or in between, you are now eligible and possible to go to war.
On the run, stand up and cheer.
In Merritt Island, a man is behind bars after he called 911 to report a fake bomb in a Publix grocery store bathroom in a ruse to distract cops as he stole a shopping cart full of various meat products.
10, 9, 8, 76ers.
In regards to the rumors about Dallas sucking, they have certainly not been dismissed.
10, 9, 8, 76ers.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents WPP News. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Liam Reese and J Dub. On this show, we're bringing you the internet's juiciest news stories and reporting on everything from Charlie Sheen's wife being investigated to a Dallas Cowboy fumbling the ball and Vin Diesel getting slammed. We're going to head to Liam Reese with entertainment news, who's going to give us the latest on the world of celebrity. Liam, what's the scoop?
Tuah girl cashing in. So, without a doubt, the biggest name this week was not an actor or a singer or even a real name at all. It was the Tuah girl. Everyone and their brother has seen the clip, so we're not going to rehash that and beat that to death any more than it has been. But the Tuah girl does in fact have a name, and it's Haley Welch. Now, there's a bunch of stories and rumors about her signing with the UTA talent agency, and a lot of that ended up being completely overblown, and there is no such deal. Welch is, however, cashing in on a merch deal with the Fathead Threads company, and she's selling shirts, hats, and other stuff. So be sure to pick up your official Tuah gear today. Next, we have Charlie Sheen's ex-wife questioned by the police. Police are still investigating Friends star Matthew Perry's death all the way from back in October 2023. Apparently, the LAPD has questioned Brooke Mueller multiple times recently. Mueller was not cuffed or arrested, but police did seize an iPhone and a laptop. She's now hired lawyers and did not release any statements and is being pretty quiet about all this. There's not really much to go on other than that, the fact that all that stuff's been seized, but I do think this is a story to keep your eyes on. The actress made headlines through her marriage with Charlie Sheen from like 2008 to 2011. She's been in and out of rehab pretty much that whole since back then, and that's where she met Matthew Perry. And last but not least, we have a quick rundown of what's left. This week, Diddy removed all of his Instagram posts, including his apology video, so it's not looking good for Did again, just like every week. And we have Elon Musk is having another secret child with an executive at his brain implant company. The total number of his kids is now at 12 that people know of. But I don't know if this is much of a news story because, I mean, if anybody can afford 12 kids, I'm thinking it's somebody like Elon Musk. I'm Liam Reese, WPP Entertainment News. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Liam Reese. When reaching out to Charlie Sheen in regards to the investigation on his wife, he responded by saying that he told his wife that, "I'll be there for you." In regards to the Tuah girl, not only does she have a name, but apparently she also has a very proud father. Excellent stuff. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to head to J Dub, who's going to give us the latest on the Army. J Dub, what's the story?
Matthew, we have dueling drafts coming up. The NBA draft is about to happen in a few days. And also in America, 78.4 million people have been added and eligible now for the Army draft. 18 through 26, male or female or in between, you are now eligible and possible to go to war. Now, I am a 39-year-old male. I'm too old. I can't do it for you. But I would like to think that if I was drafted, I would have, as fast as possible, made my way to Canada or pretended that I had bone spurs because I'm a coward. And Matthew, back to you.
Thank you for that, J-Dub. If you want to be a coward, I know the place to be is Canada. Excellent stuff. Thank you for that, J-Dub. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to head to our new correspondent, the one and only old Uncle Matty, Matt Lavelle, who's got the latest on the NFL's worst team. Old Uncle Matty, what's the story? Hello, this is Old Uncle Matty reporting live from the Working Perspectives Podcast WPP News Studio. Dak Prescott's sexual assault lawsuit has been dismissed. In February of 2024, Dak Prescott was accused of sexual assault by an anonymous woman. After denying the allegations, the NFL quarterback claimed that the motion was part of an extortion plot. In a countersuit, Prescott sued the anonymous woman for defamation, civil extortion, business disparagement, tortillas interference with current and or prospective business relations, civil conspiracy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. There's been no news of the countersuit, and if the lawsuit is anything like Dak Prescott's NFL career, it will end in disappointment. That's it for this story. Back to me. All right. Thank you for that, old Uncle Matty. In regards to the rumors about Dallas sucking, they have certainly not been dismissed. Excellent stuff. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to head back to Liam Lashmize Reese, who's going to give us the latest on the good stuff. Liam, what's the story?
Florida man makes bomb threat during meat heist. In Merritt Island, a man is behind bars after he called 911 to report a fake bomb in a Publix grocery store bathroom in a ruse to distract cops as he stole a shopping cart full of various meat products. 46-year-old Dallas Britt called 911 and told dispatchers, somebody put a bomb in the grocery store bathroom. Like the garbage can. It's ticking. 10 cops show up to the Publix responding to the threat. Problem is because somebody said there was a bomb there, they showed up pretty quick. And as they arrived, Britt was leaving the store. The items weren't bagged, so one of the 10 cops figured they were stolen and stopped the meat thief. When the cop asked to see the receipt, Britt told the cops, oh, I'm just going to my car to grab my wallet. Deputies let him go because the bomb threat was the priority. Once they realized what was happening, they sent someone to catch up with the meat thief down the street. They pulled Britt over, and during the stop, they dialed the number that originally called 911. A flip phone in Britt's car immediately starts ringing, and at this point, the meat bandit realizes the jig is up. So, for $375 worth of meat, Britt is now being charged with a false bomb report, misuse of 911, petite theft or petite filet theft, and use of two-way communication device to facilitate a felony. And that, my friends, is how you turn a low-level crime into a felony. And real ones know, if you are going to pull a meat heist, what you're going to want to do is have a man on the inside waiting in the walk-in cooler where they keep the meat. But what you're going to want to do is make sure you know when the store closes. So keep them coming, Florida. We thank you here at WPP News. I'm Liam Reese.
Thank you for that, Liam. I'll tell you, usually an explosion comes after you eat the rump roast stolen from the grocery store. Excellent stuff. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to head to Jalen Dub Justine Richardson, who's going to give us the latest on how you can make some money on the upcoming election. J-Dub, what's the story?
We got election gambling action, yo. Coming up on the debate for the presidential election, Trump versus Biden, we have odds being made. Whether or not Trump will say these particular words, they've been given odds, and you can gamble on what he'll say. Fake news, dementia, crack, felon, Sleepy Joe, and Hunter are all eligible to be bidded on, and you can pick whether yes, he will or no, he won't say those particular words during the upcoming debate for the presidential election. I'm excited to put some money down on crack because I've always wanted the president to say crack during a presidential debate, and maybe a couple dollars on Sleepy Joe because it's funny and he gets the people going. Matthew, back to you.
Thank you for that, J-Dub. One sure bet in this upcoming election is that it's a douche versus a turd sandwich. Excellent stuff. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to head back to our new correspondent, the one and only Old Uncle Matty, who's live from the studio. Old Uncle Matty, what's the story? Hello, I'm Old Uncle Matty, live from the WPP News studio. Paul Walker Hauser slams Vin Diesel. In a recent interview, Paul Walter Hauser's character work in the movie Inside Out was compared to Vin Diesel's work in Guardians of the Galaxy. After hearing this comparison, Paul Walter Hauser responded by saying, "Please don't say that. I like to think I'm on time and approachable. I love people, but when I hear stories about Hollywood actors get paid really well and mistreat people, I out them constantly, and it's a blast. Turns out this added to an already shitty week Vin Diesel was having after Vin Diesel vehemently denied claims of sexual battery outlined in a lawsuit brought on by a former assistant who worked for him in 2010. In response to Paul Walter Hauser's comments, Vin Diesel stated, "He doesn't matter because he's fat and I'm furious." Back to me. Thank you for that, old Uncle Matty. Paul Walter Hauser, not to be confused with Paul Walker, who's 100% dead. Speaking of being dead, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents WPP News. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Liam Reese and J Dub. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You know us on Instagram at Work Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on Twitter and TikTok at WorkingPPod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe, and we'll keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thank you for listening, and have a great weekend. Thanks. See you.
Philadelphia 76ers, here they come. Philadelphia.
Like and subscribe.